That's it.
So it's going to be the solitary dart at the bullseye for an opening leg break for Scott Taylor. And it's a little bit of bully to begin our session here in Group B.
Yeah, very nearly.
Two players leading the way in that particular group. Matt Clark and Owen Bates keeping close company in behind. And one thing you'll see from Daryl Pilgrim in the background will be firing a phantom dart when his opponent is at the board, and it worked to a perfect tune in this particular.
100. Daryl require 40.
3 on the spin. Look at the bend in the wire.
Game shot of the fourth leg. Daryl Pilgrim.
Group B.
Daryl, you require 80.
No panic though from Taylor. He knows he's got one of these in the locker, and fortunately it's not a knockout competition.
Game shot
and that
the match.
Is
Daryl
the perfect
Pilgrim.
finish. An 80 out for Daryl Pilgrim. An average of 88.37, 118 in there, 314 is 50.
Worsley.
John, you require 80.
Did not expect this.
Game
Maybe
shot of the first leg.
opening
John
leg
Worsley.
nerves. A little bit of anxiety. Just well, no two throws are ever the same, are they?
76.
There is a right and there is a wrong, or
John, you require 16.
fundamentally, but whatever works for you, as long as you enjoy playing, that's all that matters.
Worsley enjoy a 2-1 lead.
Game
yes,
shot
he
of the third
will.
leg.
That
John
double four
Worsley.
goes. It's a 17 dart hold.
60. John, you require 10.
Just 20% on the doubles at the moment, John.
Game shot of the fourth leg. John Worsley.
First one was a bit of a wire bender, but the second one was perfect.
78. John, you require
You can always
123.
give yourself as much opportunity as possible. We're seeing that in Group C. Are we going to see Worsley finish with a ton topper here?
16 ball.
And so the little red bit in the middle of the board will seal 2 points for John Worsley to get his Champions Week campaign off to the perfect start.
10.
Night 15 of the Premier League.
Mike, you require
in Manchester,
76.
beating Johnny Clayton in the final. You've just been watching that and joining us. Welcome to the action.
36.
So it should say, as those of you who've been tuning in from the Premier League in Manchester,
Daryl, you require
let's
8.
go into the action here at the Super Series.
7 out of 10.
Game shot of the first leg. Daryl Pilgrim.
We'll do it. He's not scoring heavily enough to punish, and again, that's the wrong side.
You probably wouldn't have enough fingers and toes to count the number of swayed darts in the opening couple of legs. He's had a
74.
couple of flies. So that's a good recovery dart with the last to apply pressure on what is never an easy double five.
Game shot of the second leg.
What was I saying?
Daryl Pilgrim.
Guarantee it goes.
Really been able to find any kind of lie
100.
of his first dart so
Daryl
far,
require 16.
which has meant with the subsequent darts in his visit, he's had to chase. Pilgrim has to move across
Game
and
shot
move
of the
across
third leg.
successfully
Daryl
to move
Pilgrim.
into a 3-0 lead, and he could win 2 of the
60. Daryl, you require 36.
So for the match, for Daryl Pilgrim,
Game
double
shot
18
and the
is
match,
nailed,
Daryl
and it's
Pilgrim.
2 wins on 2 for Daryl Pilgrim, and it means that he opens up the group in near perfect fashion. 2 4-1 successes means
Against Daryl Pilgrim.
Scott, you require
then
101.
The match before that was okay, 86.
oh hello,
Game shot of the first leg.
double
Scott
19,
Taylor.
double 19. Okay, Scott.
Maybe just
John, you
leave
require
less than
20.
60 if their preference is tops. They're looking to leave 59, 58, etc.
One left.
Game
Found
shot
for
of
one
the second
apiece.
leg, John
Perhaps the irony
Worsley.
there for Scott Taylor was when that bounce out of the ball, if he can keep it straight, which he can't there. Well, that's nice. Should have gone 25 ball,
50.
but elected to go down for the treble
Scott
17.
requires
Leaves himself on
73.
tops. but gambling on the fact that Taylor won't take out this 73. Very much could do so with double 14. Well, Daniel McNamara just had a little double check. It's not the most conventional route, but they matter.
40 would make things interesting.
John, you require 96.
And to a two-darter, but so is Worsley on throw. Yes, double 18.
Game,
Pins
John of the
it.
six leg, John
Well,
Worsley.
this game started off
On 68 to pick up a second win in 2 games. Oh, that is perfect, which means one dart at double 6 for the match. Steps back to recompose. And find the double and finish the game off with a ton-topping finish. And what a purple patch Scott Taylor found towards the finishing line there, getting the better. He's not going to be able to get away with.
100. Mike, you require 24.
Tough nature of coming in at the back end of the week.
Game shot on the first leg, Mike Warburton.
That's Mike Wolverton. No worries there. 16 dart. Going to be the solitary dart at tops.
78.
That would have hurt.
Mike, you require
Top quality
40.
leg from Gillett. Tops after 12 for a breaker throw and a 2-1 lead.
Game shot on the third leg, Mike Gillett.
15 will do. 2-1.
Mature.
83.
Unless the 83 goes, of course. .32 left. Warby
Game
couldn't
shot on
watch.
the fourth leg, Mike Gillett.
64 for Warburton.
Our opening 3 matches, all 4-1. Looking likely. The following
Game shot on the
2
sixth leg, Mike Warburton.
going full 3, and this one follows.
To snatch the game from underneath Warby's nose. Oh, this is incredible. It's one dart at double 16.
111.
And he isn't too far away.
Mike, you require 16.
And so Warburton returns. But this time the double 8 has to be notched.
Game shot,
And this time it is.
Mike Warburton.
And Warburton wins the battle of the mics by 4 legs to 3. A smile, a laugh, an embrace from the pair. Slow start here for Pilgrim, which means Worsley's going to get 6 on this 108. He may only need the 3. Well, that is one way to leave double 16. Double,
Game shot on the first
why
leg,
not?
John Worsley.
He's already taken out 96 tonight. Took it out
72.
in that match.
Daryl, you
That he
require
lost against
40.
Scott Taylor.
Game shot on the third leg, Daryl Pilgrim.
Pilgrim.
Daryl, you require 120.
To hold the advantage by taking out a 120. Now that's awkward. Oh, another one of those for an absolute beauty.
Game shot
Wow,
on the fifth leg,
what
Daryl
a
Pilgrim.
finish that is. Oh, surely. Double 18. This
Game shot on the
is
sixth leg, John
absolutely
Worsley.
incredible. Darts being played at.
But he may win it on a 150. Good grief.
You can see the frustration.
95. Daryl, you require
To win
40.
an absolute blinder.
Game
And
shot
it is
and the
Pilgrim's
match,
points
Daryl
for the
Pilgrim.
taking in what was an absolute classic here at the Live Lounge against John Worsley.
Simon Whitlock.
And subsequently went one step better.
Yeah. But it was exactly the same scenario. Completely blocked out the treble
Game
20.
shot on the first leg, Mike Warburton.
Ummed about it, and my only alternate playing captains waiting in the wings and the images you can have from that.
Game shot on the second leg, Mike
Warby
Warburton.
doubles his lead. Yes, yet to miss.
78.
Well, I'm just going to suggest
Scott, you require
he's lost his
49.
way here, but he's still maintaining that 91 average. Huge dart. Found the double 10.
Scott Taylor.
Back to back 15 darters.
And so Taylor has the chance to get
Scott,
this
you
done, to
require
get this
58.
one, and to win 4 straight legs on 2-0 down.
Game, shot.
Found it
and
last
that's
time,
Scott
found
Taylor.
it this time, and that was some performance. Being on the back foot. And then he lost 4-3 with 103.41.
55.
How's
John
your luck?
require 38.
Seen players lose of all sorts of averages today. Justin Hood, case in point.
Game, shot on the
Yeah, he
first
lost
leg.
with
John
over
Worsley.
104. Only won one leg.
Because this can easily go wrong. Because if you go inside with the first dart, you're chasing around, one dart in your hand at double 2.
12.
And now
John,
he
you
finds
require
himself at the mad. How
32.
should he return? Worsley back for double 16. A far more favourable double for the
Game,
breaker
shot on the
throw
second
and a
leg.
2-0
John
lead.
Worsley.
And this is becoming a bit... That was oh so close.
No
That was a
score.
wire bender. So much so that Danny
Mike
McNamara had to have a
Reward,
full
20.
look across to see whether that was in or not. And so opportunity presents itself again for Gillett. And
Game,
this
shot on
time
the
he makes
fourth
no
leg.
mistake.
Mike Gillett.
And back level we are at 2 apiece. And so Gillett is going to
65.
return to take us all the way.
Mike, you require 36.
Double 18. 3-3.
Game,
And
shot on the
back we
sixth
go
leg.
all the
Mike
way
Gillett.
to a deciding leg.
140. John, you require 20.
3 in hand this time. There is pressure.
Game, shot.
No problem
and the
for
match,
Worsley.
John
Finds
Worsley.
the double 10 in what was a very interesting match to watch. 3 180s for Worsley. Averages almost.
Mike, you require
Conceivably.
147.
There's a scenario where Pilgrim loses this game. You've got him on 6, Taylor on 6, and then you'll have Worsley and Wolverton on 4.
97.
And it does become open again.
Daryl, you require 117.
More open than a house without a door.
Yeah, it's not quite as open as not having
Game,
any
shot on the
windows,
first
but
leg.
what a
Daryl
shot that is.
Pilgrim.
180 in the leg.
Just finding those killer visits in this part of the leg.
60.
What
Daryl,
he's
you
been
require
doing all night.
36.
Double 18 for 13 and a 2-0 lead. Round for 9s.
Game, shot
And
on
it
the
goes
second leg.
2-0
Daryl
Pilgrim, 14 darter, averaging 103 points. Belgian TV coach, one of the top pundits
Daryl,
out
you
in that
require
part of the world is
68.
Brian.
I know. Don't know if he's any good or not, because I don't know what he's saying.
Game, shot on the
I
third
don't
leg.
know if this
Daryl
guy's any good or
Pilgrim.
not, because he continues to win leg.
It's been a far from ideal end to the evening for Mike
81.
Wolverton. He's going to need a push
Daryl, you require
on day 2 here in Group B at the Super Series. As for Pilgrim,
Game,
it's been the
shot,
perfect
and a
night
match,
in
Daryl
Portsmouth for the
Pilgrim.
Flying Eagle, who flies and sails to the top of the Group B table overnight. And he has a 4-point...
Many other big finishes that we've
60.
seen this week. The
Scott, you require
3-6
16.
is one we've already seen.
Game, shot on the first leg. Scott Taylor.
Don't know anything about it.
Game, shot on
I'm
the
a great
third leg.
believer that-
Mike Gillett.
People, before they're allowed to vote,
5.
But Taylor's going to come back with a bona fide
Scott, you
opportunity here
require
at double
20.
10 to take a 3-2 lead himself.
Game, shot on the fifth leg. Scott
that was
Taylor.
a real steal.
To finish with a 13 darter potentially if you can get it first time of asking.
140. Scott, you
For
require
Mike Gillett,
40.
it's been a night of turbulence, of trials
Game,
and
shot, and
tribulations,
the
but it
match,
is
Scott
a night
Taylor.
of success for the most part for Scott Taylor as he finishes off the evening with 3 wins from 4. He condemns Mike Gillett.